So this is another problems on the binary tree. So in this problem, what you have to find out? You have to find out if you traverse this tree, and what is the maximum sum you can find out from a given tree. So let me explain through this example. So suppose if you traverse from this 9 to 10 and this to 20. So you traverse actually 9, you have to add all the node value. And suppose if you want to traverse from here to here to here, then of course 9 plus minus 10 plus 20 plus 15. Or if you want to, so this was the another case, right? Yeah, this was the one case, second case. And if you want to the third case, I just want to traverse here. So there could be the multiple possibilities to traverse the tree and find, and you have to find out the maximum value, right? And the 1/4 could be like this. This should not be touch the main root node always, right? In this case, this is the 12, 15 plus 7. If you add all those things, it's become the 19, right? If you add here, this is the 35, 34. If you add here, 17, and if you add here, this is the 42. And you can say this is the 42 is the maximum, so you have to return the maximum, and the traversal was here to here, right? So when you will traverse this binary tree, you will have a many numbers of the way you can traverse and touch all the node. So you have to traverse the complete tree and find out by which you can get the maximum value, right? So that should be the always connected. It is not like you can take 1 from 9 here and 2 and plus 7 you can take. No, in one traversal, how much maximum value means path by which you can get the maximum sum. So this is the use case. And now let me show how we will do that. So it's very easy actually. When you solve the problems, it's not very tough. So what you have to do, at the each node you have to do the two things. First thing that, suppose this is your tree 9, 6, 4. Because I will do on the recursive manner, so of course it will come to the very near to the leaf node. So and it will find out the one a minimum subtree. So suppose this is your subtree, right? In this case, what you have to do, you have to find out the maximum, right? So if you have traversal, you will get the many maximum value. So for that, you keep one global maximum variable. So and keep the minimum value here. As we know that if you want to maximum, you have to keep this the minimum value. So whenever we will traversal, I will compare the maximum value. If you can get some more maximum value, I will update that. So suppose if I come here, because this is a recursive, so and ultimately we come here, you can see that 9 and 6 and 4. So this is the 19. So what I will do, I will update the 19. Again I will go the different and I will check another this one. So always I will check that either we have to the max between the maximum value and root value plus left and plus right, and I have to update the max. That I will show in the code also, right? So of course suppose again my tree, I came here, right? So I will come here, right, for this one. So I have to, this is the maximum value. Again I will have the left node, right node. Again I will add all those things and update the max. That I will show you. So always first thing what you have to do, you have to update the global max variable. Second thing what you have to update the each subtree root value. What does to mean that? So if you see this condition, right? So if you traverse from the 8, either you can traverse 8, 9 this side, or you can traverse from this side. You cannot traverse the both side. So if you coming from the 8, which side you want to traverse to find out your maximum sum? This side or this side? So of course you want to visit this side because their value is more. So how you come to know from 8 which side you have to go? For that purpose you have to update this value. How to update that? We will check that which is the greater value, left side or right side. So you have to check the max value between the left and right, and on top of that you add the root value. So in this case this is the greater 6, so 6 plus 15 I have to update by 15, right? How? 6 plus 9. So let me show the same thing what I am doing to what the two things I am doing here. So let me go for the dry run, and of course whatever the operation you will do here to find out the left. Suppose if you start from here, you will find out the left, again you find out the left, again you find out the left. So if you go for the recursive manner, okay. So first, suppose any method name is the max sum, and here I will pass the main root. We become the left. This is the left for this. Again, this is the left for this. Again, this is the for the left. Again, this is for the left. Left is null here, right? For this, left is null. So this node is null, right? So we have to stop. So this is our termination condition. If this root is equal to null, if this, then you have to return the 0. So it will return the 0. And the same thing for the right also. For this 6 node, their left is also null, right is also null. So both will return the 0. So here this is got the 6, and we have to update the max value. So in this case, this is the 6 only. So move forward. So this is the 6 here. For this case, this is the 6, this is the 9. So suppose right now in the max is equal to 6, right? So now for this node, this is the 6 plus 4 plus 19. So I will replace the 19, and for this value I have to do the two things. One, update the max and update the root value. So in this case 6 is greater. So for this case 6 plus 9 I will update the 15. Now between this and this, right? So of course this 15 is more. So for this node I have to update the max, right? So for this node, what is the value? 15 plus 10 plus 8. So 25 is 33. So I will update the 33 max, and this value become the 15 plus 8, 23, right? This is the 15 plus 8. How it become the 15 plus 8? Because compare between 15 left node and right node. This is the max, left is max plus root value. Root value was 8. So I update the 23, right? So we can come this side also. So here for this node, this is the 12 plus 8. So this is the 12 plus 8. This is the 20. So max, I will not update the max because this is the 33. So it becomes the 20. I will not update the max. But now what is the root value for this? Root value is saying the max between left and right. Right is 0. So left plus this value, it becomes the 20. Now again, what is the max value for this? 10, 20, 37. So 37 is greater, put the 37. And what is this value? Right side is maximum between compare 10 and 20. So 20 plus 7, this is the 27. Right? Again now for this one, what is the maximum value? So maximum value, this is the 23 plus 27, this 23, 27 plus 5, right? So this is the 55. So max, I update the 55, and this node, of course, this side is greater, so I will update the 27 plus 5, 32. So your answer is the 55. So always you have to do things and you will get your answer. But it looks easy, but when you make some value minus, suppose this is a minus 12, or this is the this one, then do the practice with make some element minus, or if you see here, you can make this is the 74 instead of the 4, then try one, you will get the more idea. So always keep in mind, I have to just the two things and my answer would be there ready. So one corner case is there. So suppose if you have this kind of the element, the left node or right node, anything with the minus. So in that case, if you add 9, then minus 14 plus 2, your result will become the negative, right? But anyhow, if you see, you have the 9 value. After adding, it become the negative value. So in that case, I will not visit this part, right? Why I will visit? If they are making your total sum in the negative things, right? Or the reducing the sum value. So in that case, how I will eliminate this part? So whenever you will do that wrap node, so in that case you have to check. You have to take maximum between the wrapped value or 0. So if the wrapped value is more than 0, then I will take the wrapped value, otherwise I will take the 0. So this corner case you have to consider there. That will be see in the code also. So let me make one recursive method. Give any name, suppose max sum, and pass the same parameter. Okay, and before that take one the global variable as we discussed, right? So I will take the global variable integer and take the mean value, because we are considering for the storing the maximum value, right? So if root is null, right, when you go the last one, the leaf node, right? So leaf node does not have in a left and right child, right? So in that case they have to return the 0, and if that is not the null, then take the what is the value for the wrap node. So how I will take? I have to keep calling this recursive method, right? So it will go the wrap, it will go the find out the last node and take the value and keep it here. But as we discussed that wrap node, right node could have the negative value, so it will impact for your overall sum. So in that case, to avoid that, take the maximum value, this one, take this value or 0, right, to avoid this thing, and do the same thing for the right also. So max, I'm calling the recursive same method, this time root right, and take the 0. Once you will get the wrap node right value and right node value, check the max, have to update the max. So we have to choose between the our global max value, between the max and root, wrap, right, and root value. After adding the other three, right, wrapped, right, and the root, this one job is done. Then I say this is the one part. I'd say update global max value, and the second what we have to do, I have to update each subtree root value, right, and that would be the return value. So what we have to update, we have to first take what is the maximum between the wrapped and right, and then on that we have to add the root value. So first check the maximum in between the wrapped and right, and then add the root value. I think this is the whole code, only 5-line code is there, but let me check whether this is working or not. And so we will call this method, right? So we call this method and return the global max, because in the max I am storing all the value. Let me run this code. Yeah, it is accepted, right? In this case, if you see, this is have the 1, 2, 3, and in another case this value is there, right? It is working fine. And let me submit this code. I hope it also be submitted, should not be any issues. So thank you very much. It is already accepted here, so please don't forget to subscribe this channel, and if any questions, use the comment box to discuss with me. Thank you.